Clouds and lands were the best of friends, and whenever the sun would rise high up in the sky, clouds would wake lands up and tell her, can we talk? And after that, they'd talk for hours and hours until the sun would get tired and have the moon have its turn to shine up in the sky. Lands never knew, but Clouds was secretly in love with her. He's been wanting to tell her, dropping little hints here and there, but Lands is a bit slow, so nothing has happened. Time's gone by and Clouds just got really sick and tired of waiting. And so he thought to himself, I'm brave, I'm courageous, I could do this. I'll be the one to make the first move. And so usually he'd wake her up whenever the sun was up, but instead he showed up late one night and tapped on Lance and said, Lance, I have to tell you something. And then Lance was shocked, and she was like, well, you never wake me up at this time. What's up? And then Cloud says, well, I have something I need to confess. What's wrong? Cloud says, after a deep breath, I love you. And after that, Lance was giggling. You love me? You're so silly. Well, I love you too. Of course I do. You're my friend. And then at that moment, Clouds realized that Lance didn't really get what he meant by love. And then he said, well, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm in love with you. And then there was that awkward silence, and all you can hear was the oceans moving ashore, the wind blowing harder and harder until finally Lance spoke. I don't want to hurt you and I care for you, but I only see you as a friend. And Clouds just said, I understand. Good night. And then Clouds went slowly up into the sky. Finally, days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months. And then springtime came. Within that time period, Clouds never woke Lance up again, and he stayed up in the sky. And for the first time, he started crying. And when he cried, raindrops started forming. And that was the story of how rain started. Well, I was looking for Filipino myths, because I'm Filipino, and I was just curious if there was anything I could change. But then I found a story about the sun and the moon. And then I got a call from my friend who was, talking about her love problems, and I figured I kind of used that and made something.
Oh, very cool. So you really changed it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, very neat. Yeah, keep that one. It sounded really good.
So you